What's up with the Q?
What's going on, bro?
Um, to be honest, pretty disappointed about today. Yeah, the game was. Yeah, initial thoughts. What are your initial thoughts about the Browns' loss to the Bills?
First thought was, Stefanski has not shown me that he can lead a team. The second half to come back and win games. Have not seen it this year. I've not seen it last year. I think the only time I seen that was maybe, it was against 2020, Week 7, Browns at Bengals when Odell tore his ACL. Baker let that come back and hit DPJ. But I don't remember us ever winning a game, like losing from behind since then. I don't know. I think Stefanski has a hard time at the right play calling or scheme, but I don't know. Whenever we're down, I never expect us to win. So I kind of knew, we lost this game after, third quarter was ending. It's kind of over. So, yeah.
Yeah. I definitely had somewhat of the same mindset. Definitely weren't come back from behind team. And when we do want to come back, it's too late, too much too late. Even at the end, Ronnie Harrison could have gotten the onside kick, given us a chance, and even like us not getting that, it's like, but yeah, it was disappointing because this was a game we had a chance to steal. I think we play the Buccaneers next week too, and I know the Bucs have. They've been playing, not as well as they could be. So I was thinking, we lose this game, but we might steal that one. But the way we were playing today, like I thought we could have stole today, honestly. And if we were been able to steal this and the Bucs, possibly, it's like, Deshaun Watson comes back and it's like I know I said, I'm not hoping for the playoffs, but it's like when you start off so hot against a team like the Bills, it's like you think like, do we have the potential? Do we have the potential for this? And I like the scheming we started off with. We were texting about it. Anthony Schwartz getting involved early, not actually getting him the ball, but just with schemes, like, motions here, motions there. They have to worry about him because of his speed, not his playmaking ability. But things are going well. And then Brissett, obviously, he's like the best first quarter quarterback in the league from an accuracy standpoint. We started off so well. Cooper was getting it going. And just like the Browns are the most like subtle team to like shoot themselves in the foot. Like it's all, I know every team makes mistakes, but the Browns make mistakes at the most like inopportune times. Mm-hmm. Like that fumble, I think totally shifted the game. Totally. That fumble, like, and it's just like, it's just, there's no excuse for it.
Right.
Like we're up 7-3 at that point, and we have, or was it 10-3? Either way, we had a chance to make it a 2-score game, and it's like that really would have I believe put the Bills underwater. I really believe that, but like we give it back to them and we give them a chance, and it's like, and then like the Bills didn't even like they start going to Diggs later. Not that we were shutting down Diggs. I understand it's game plan. It's scheming all the time. We weren't shutting down Diggs like crazy. I feel like they just weren't going to him that much. But it's like then by us making mistakes, we allow them the opportunity because it's like we expect them to go to Diggs so fast. So we game plan for that. But then the more they don't go to him, the more we make mistakes, we give them opportunity to like to capitalize off our mistakes in ways that they should. And the touchdown by Diggs, and just Dawson Knox had some extra effort plays that we should have shut down. And then obviously back Singletary and James Cook. I told you, Lee said they're gonna have a type of day where James Cook and Devin Singletary now they didn't run over us as I expected. I expected them to run us over from the start, to be honest with you, but they eventually got it going and we couldn't stop them. And that's it's. Allen didn't even play. Like we were saying, he didn't even play that well. Jacoby Brissett today, man, 28 for 41, 324 yards and 3 touchdowns. If Jacoby Brissett has that type of game, there's no reason we should lose a game.
That's a career high in touchdown passes.
Exactly. There's no reason we should lose. We should lose. But when you have a day like Nick Chubb, 14 carries for 19 yards, it's just.
Bro. I'm gonna say this like, um, the old line is right now looking very rough. Our the O line's looking very rough. It definitely showed when Nick Chubb was getting the ball. Brissett today was, a lot of pocket movement going on. But Nick Chubb today, that might have been his worst game I think all year. Yeah, it was rough. It was so many plays that he was getting pushed back. I don't know. It was rough game. I mean, it's just embarrassing. Like the defense is just they just. I feel like they just give up after a certain amount of points on the board. Like if we're losing, but too much, they kind of just give up and let them walk all over us.
Yeah.
I was happy though in the first like 3 quarters they played. I think they played as well as you can against Buffalo. I mean, the first half they only had one touchdown. The second half they had, I don't know, maybe two or three, but the offense definitely sold in the second half, in that second quarter. But yeah, it's just a tough loss.
Yeah, it's just and that's why I feel like the season is just like it's just deflating. And I feel like these last two games, like I was really hoping this game felt a lot like last game.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously, I mean, I guess like the only difference I would say is Josh Allen didn't play as well as Tua did last week, but the running game, literally Singletary and James Cook both go off for 86 yards, especially in the second half. I mean, first half, Bills couldn't really get like anything going, period. Like anything.
Yeah, defense did good in the first half. They played really good.
But we're not making plays consistently, and
Yeah.
taking the ball away. We can shut them down, but like we need to see the like picks. We need to see fumbles. We need to see like more of that. And it's just I'm just kind of I don't even know what to say really. Like it's like I'm just like at the end of the game I usually am like kind of frustrated with the Browns. But today I was just like I don't even care really. Because I'm getting to that point where it's like you almost expect it. And,
Mm-hmm.
and then just questionable play calls in the game, like 3rd and 2, sneak. Okay, Jacoby Brissett normally gets sneaks. 4th and 1, you rush up to the line and you run another sneak.
Bro. Yeah, bad play calling, man. Just I like Stefanski. In the first half, second half, not a fan of him. But I mean, that play was just not. I don't agree with 2 sneaks in a row. I don't agree with that. I think that's never a good option. I mean, everyone knows that Brissett's one of the best at doing the sneaks. Like, eventually, it's not going to work. Like, it's not going to work every single time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just a bad play call. Disappointing. Defense held up multiple times in the first half, and we couldn't get points.
Yeah.
We got one field goal, and the defense held up multiple times. So, definitely disappointing. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's disappointing for sure. I'm not. I guess I can't. I'm not gonna be too hard on him. But Denzel Ward, I feel like should have made a play today. Like it's like I think of like Joe Hayden when I used to watch Joe Hayden, and Joe Hayden against teams like would make plays against like big name receivers. And like, no offense, I know Denzel Ward had that pick 6 against Chase last year, but Chase was obviously a rookie and stuff like that. But it's like I have not really seen I mean, he played well against Justin Jefferson last year. But it's like I don't really see him again, rookie or second year man, but I don't really see him making plays consistently against like big name receivers. Like, and I'm not saying Diggs had an amazing day, but when they wanted Diggs to get going, he did. And I know that touchdown was not Ward's fault. It looked like he passed it off to the safety and, or linebacker to drop underneath, and they didn't do that. But it's like the curl routes and stuff. Like, I mean, it feels like in the second half, the Bills just had their way throwing the ball again. And our secondary, besides Emerson, I'm not saying Emerson's great, always in coverage. I know like Gabe Davis kind of took advantage of him a little bit today. But our secondary, like besides Emerson, like, I mean, we're just kind of looking soft in the secondary. I know John Johnson makes plays every once in a while, but Grant Delpit is like still inconsistent. John Johnson, I would even say, is inconsistent, especially tackling. Just kind
Yep.
of like it. Yeah, and I look at the Bills receiving numbers. Like I'm looking at the stats right now, and the Bills literally had 4 people that caught the ball today. Like Dawson Knox, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, Devin Singletary. Those are the only people that caught the ball for him. It's like that is like we have that. It's like we shouldn't be losing. Like
It's just I don't. I mean, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I know today I seen Harrison on Knox, and I like that matchup. I like it better than Dopit, but there were a couple times where Dopit had Knox and Dopit just couldn't keep up. Dopit, I don't know, his coverage skills are not the best.
yeah,
He's a pretty good tackler. He comes up and tackles, but his coverage skills are not the best, and that's an obvious weak spot of ours, and teams definitely know that, and they pick on him a lot. And I mean, it works, so why not keep doing it? Denzel Ward. I mean, if you look at the stats, you would say he had a good game. Like he didn't give up any yards, but
yeah,
he doesn't make like. I think of a number one corner. Like I'm thinking of like a corner who's like gonna go get the ball, gonna make like just something. He just like I don't know. It's kind of just I don't know. But he don't. You're right. He don't make plays for real. He just is sitting there, And then when he does, like Stephon caught a skinny post, Stephon dragged him another 5 yards. Like I hate seeing. I hate that. Like my biggest pet peeve the DBs, man. Like, I hate seeing receivers drag DBs like that. You got to tackle them.
yeah.
That's just so weak to me. But I mean, that's I can't. We cannot have that. We cannot have that. And then you get the O line. Their O line is pushing our D line around and stuff. It's just rough.
Also, our sorry to cut you off. Our special teams was looking kind of rough too. Honestly, like our punt team. I know people, they kind of overlook special teams, but we were giving them like
bad punts.
Yeah, like we were giving up like too much field position.
It
Like
was bad punts on top of bad tackling, so it was just like they were getting yards.
Yeah, Hines was like getting them like good field position. I'm just like I mean that obviously changes the game. Like,
Yep.
yeah, but
it's the defense can only do so much. It's not fair to just keep like it's not fair to put on the defense. I mean, Cade, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but the kicks keep getting blocked. I'm tired of seeing it. You grown men, like clean it up, just figure it out. I don't understand what the problem is. NFL players, I don't get it.
For sure,
it's annoying. Like just the simple mistakes. I didn't see too many penalties today on the old line, which is good. I didn't see Judge Boys have a penalty or Coughlin. That was good to see because there are penalty issues this year, but the old line did struggle a lot. It was just rough game. Just rough game in general.
Had Milano in the backfield a lot. And also just like again, like penalties at inopportune times. The offensive line did do a lot better, but I can't remember what penalty it was exactly, but it was on what's his name, Frohold or something like that.
Yeah, the center, he had a rough game.
Yeah, he it was one play like where it was like a second down or something like that, and he had like a 10-yard penalty, which like really like it kind of like messed up the rhythm of our drive. And again,
holding, man, the holding messes everything up.
Yeah, and it's just like it was. Oh, we were almost in the red zone, I think. Yeah, it was that. Yeah. And it's like those type of things, like that. Again, we shoot ourselves in the foot just in the most subtle way. I mean, obviously, you have Jets games where we do it in the most obvious ways, like what is going on? But it's just like, especially again at the end of the game, because I kind of after they kind of went up by a little bit, I switched games a little bit, came back. So, Peoples Jones get his first sandwich. Good for Peoples Jones.
Hey, finally, man. Finally. About time.
That sounds long overdue. But then did you see the onside kick, bro?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, and I was just
we should have got that, bro. We should have got that.
Yeah. I'm just like, and that's the thing that I think is so frustrating. It's like we played okay today. I wouldn't say because it's like we started off hot, played okay, played really bad like in the second half, then kind of started to make it up in the fourth
The,
quarter.
the final like 5 minutes we played pretty good.
Exactly. And then it's like we could have we had him. And again, that's why it's like, you and me text, like, especially at the beginning of the games, because we're hyped, like the players, like at the beginning of the game. It's like Sunday, the Browns are starting off high. It's like momentum's everything in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's like we're hyped. It's like first drive, Browns are just running down, just doing everything. And they're looking great, like Brissett 5 for 5, 6 for 6, Cooper scores. And then it's like we shutting them down, especially the first drive, because sometimes we can't do that. And then it's like we sputter. It's like, a penalty, or we start off a drive, run game going well. We decide to throw first.
It's like, we just can't seem to finish drives, man. I don't know. Like for the one example, we had the one drive, then Brissett goes to Harrison Bryant, drop. Then he goes to Brown, drop, and they're both touchdowns. Like, you gotta catch it. Brissett, to me, Brissett has been playing really good. I mean, he does what he's supposed to. Like, he doesn't do anything crazy, but he does enough, I think. And we just had 2 bad drops today, and then Joey had a drop early on. I mean, the ball could have been a little more to the outside, but, Poyer was there, hit him. It was a good play by Poyer, but with the drop, so it's just like, you got to catch the ball. Brissett put it in your, in your space, got to catch it.
Yeah.
O-line couldn't block the Chubb. Kareem Hunt had a decent game today, the best game of it. Not the best game of the season, but one of his better games, I think. But it's just,
should have adjusted more. We should have adjusted more towards him in the second half. I know, like, most time people, because like you get those like irrational Browns fans, like days like today. Okay, I think you definitely steer away from giving Nick Chubb the ball. Like, like near the end of the third quarter, it's like it's just not working out. But then because some people are going to be like, still give him the ball. Like, no, you got to adjust. And you got Kareem Hunt in the backfield. I definitely think they gotta go to him more, because Kareem Hunt, when he got the ball, he was getting like 6 yards a pop. Like,
he was moving. Like, it was moving. Exactly. Like, why not just do it again?
Yeah, he had 6 yards of carry today compared to Chubb's 1.4. So
it's ridiculous. But
Kareem led us in rushing yards today, and behind him, I had more rushing yards than Chubb today, which is like just unfortunate.
That's terrible.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. I think we were able to get good pressure on Josh Allen today too.
He was definitely.
Obviously, Josh Allen is gonna example and stuff, but I actually was pretty pleased by the defensive line today. I felt like, obviously we got a few sacks, like 2 sacks, but like I liked how we were able to like get him out of the pocket. So, like, obviously he made some plays he shouldn't have. I think of the one where he got out of the pocket, it was like a pretty long first down, and he got it because like we missed like an open field tackle. And I'm thinking like, come on, like, I understand he's like 6'5", 2, whatever.
That's a big deal, yeah.
But it's like I just like, it's like some of these guys like have him run you over, but don't get afraid and kind of break down and like have him like shake you out of your shoes. Like, have Josh Allen run you over. Who cares? But like, when
don't let him like cross you up or mess you. Exactly. That's way worse, I feel like.
Exactly, because when these players like kind of like, I think of Delpit, we're talking about Delpit and Knox. Greg Delpit broke down, but then he reached. He didn't break down and like use his pad leverage. He didn't try to strike him. He just reached for him. And then of course he's looking silly because it looked like he got juked. It's like, that's the problem. If you reach with your hands but you don't take your body with you, you're not going to tackle anything. And like it is stuff like that. And then Dawson Knox, again, I think of the other catch where he like jumped for like the first down, like reached for it because we didn't get tackle like that. It's just like, Dawson Knox had 7 catches, 70 yards off 7 targets. Like, every time Josh Allen went to hit him, he hit him today. And again, the only passing touchdown they had was from Stephon Diggs, and it's just like,
go ahead. No, I'm saying the defense didn't play bad. Like, this is a really good team. Bills offense is one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
We held Josh Allen to under 200 passing yards, I think.
Yeah.
Only 1 touchdown. Like, that's actually not that bad for real. If you think about it, it's just like our offense couldn't score on the other side, so the score just kept going up. It was just, our run defense is still pretty bad, but passing wise though, we definitely stopped Josh Allen in the passing game. It was just
Yeah,
Our run defense is really, really bad right now.
agreed. Yeah, agreed.
Yep.
And plus, like you said, yeah, we just couldn't finish drives, and the Bills could. Like Tyler Bass, 6 out of 6 today.
Yep.
Like, 18 points. Like, wow. Like,
And you may say kicker is just a kicker, but kicker's important. Like those field goals mean something.
exactly.
Like we can't just. Yeah, I understand punting the ball, but we need to at least get in field goal range almost every drive. I hate punting the ball after defense does a great 3-and-out, great stand, and we just punt the ball right back to them. I just hate that.
Yeah. And I understand like we go for like our long shots sometimes, but I feel like especially when it's like those like play fakes, we got to go for like some shorter concepts. Like I just feel
Oh,
like
I see what you're saying.
I feel like too many times like second down or even like third down, we go for like those play fakes or like it's just our concepts. I mean, Cooper, yeah, I'll give Cooper a longer route, maybe even Peoples Jones, but it's like we just don't hit enough long shots for like those concepts that take like a while and stuff like that to develop. Like we just don't. So it's like
Yeah.
I just
We kind
I
of
don't.
can't. We kind of can't because our line is so bad right now. We don't have enough time for that. No time for it to set up. So it's kind of tough.
And again, like it's I'm not again a lineman coach, but Jedrick Wills footwork
His footwork.
it looks like very like not good. Like very funny almost. And I'm just like I'm kind of like, again, like I'm not a lineman coach, but it's just like, how did he go to Bama? How was he an All-American? Like
All
how?
SEC. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know.
Because I look
Today
at
he didn't play that bad. It's just I don't know.
I just look at the regular lineman's like pass blocking set, and it's like him, and it's like his footwork just looks like very choppy, very all over the place, very stuttered. And maybe he's just. I mean, here's the thing: athletes are allowed to be nervous. They are allowed to, but it's like when you're Jedrick Wills and you come up to the game with so much drip, and you come up to the game with so you make people think like you're confident.
He's nice, yeah.
Like you come up with double arm sleeves. I mean, interesting choice as a lineman though, and a back
the black visor, bro.
Yeah, like you come in all that, and you make people think like you're that guy. You're like,
tough.
oh,
yeah.
But it's like, of course, every week he has to face like good edge rushers off the left side. But it's like, I mean, he needs to speak up if he's nervous, that or if like
I don't know, man. Did you see Von Miller at the end of the game, like how easily he would get behind, like every single play at the end?
Yeah.
That guy. Honestly, man, I think Myles Garrett to me, he'll get his 1 sack every game. But that to me, that isn't that impressive. Like I need to see more than 1 sack a game.
Yeah.
But I need to see something like more pressure. It's like I don't know. He kind of just gets that 1 sack and he's just like done. I don't know. I kind of don't like. I mean, like Von Miller, I feel like he's going to that quarterback every play game back there. Like every single play, he'll dip under or bull rush or something. Myles Garrett does it only on third down. It's not like the same kind of, I don't know, just different energy from different edge rushers. And I think right now, Von Miller is more valuable than Myles Garrett to me because Von Miller is doing more, I think.
I hear you. And I'm gonna ask you, like, do you think we should move, like switch Garrett and Clowney?
I think we should do it more in the game, like switch them both more because, you don't see it often. You do see it, but I mean, I think you could do it more.
Yeah.
Because Clowney to me is having a really rough year. I mean, he had one good play today on that jet sweep. He had one good tackle for loss on Hines.
Yeah, but it was only a tackle loss for the year, they said.
Yeah, I think he's not having a great year. He'll probably be gone, honestly, after this year. But I don't know. It's just I think move Myles around more,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll see what happens. But it's just been rough. Now I want to see Alex Wright play more. I want to see Alex Wright in the game more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm only seeing him in in late games. Like, why is he not playing in the first quarter or second? Get like some snaps here and there. I don't want to see him only in the fourth quarter. I'm tired of seeing that for real.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly. You 6'7", 280, so you moving like that, like, bro, you should be in the game. Like,
you should be in the game, bro. Like, for real. Straight up.
He's shown that he can play. Like, he's shown he can play. I don't know why he's not in the game more. But of course we got Amari Cooper, and that's something to be thankful for as Cleveland fans. Amari Cooper, by the way, is just balling out.
He's playing great this year. Yep.
I mean, he's been magnificent, honestly. Gets us a play when we need one. Obviously is a red zone threat, which the Browns, we haven't really had it. I mean, we had We haven't really had a red zone. I mean, I know we had Jarvis, Odell, but like,
And Joku kind of was, but not really. I don't know.
but like I would say we have a shorthanded red zone threat that actually catches touchdowns. Because even though we had Jarvis wasn't really catching touchdowns like that.
Yep.
Odell, when he was with us, wasn't really catching touchdowns like that. Njoku, obviously, I wish we did. I mean, I guess I wish we did hit Njoku a little bit more today. Like, I'll be honest. And I wish we took like that, like Njoku Poyer matchup, and like especially in the red zone, and like I don't know, like I know it's like all scheming and stuff, and you just hit who's open, but even like those Harrison Bryant and Farrell Brown, like I wish it was Njoku there.
Njoku, yep, I agree.
Njoku like in both of those situations. But of course, like Harrison Bryant and Farrell Brown have proven they can be on the field. Obviously, like those plays back to back just wasn't a good like representation of like what they've been playing like for the year. I mean, Harrison Bryant played okay this year. Played okay this game. Like he had 4 catches, 41 yards. Obviously, the key drop. The ball was a little hot though, the way Brissett threw it. But again, you're an NFL player. You make the big bucks. You gotta make plays. That.
I mean, best tight end in college football. You got to catch that. You know, he was like, got to catch that. But it's just that simple for real.
Yeah, I mean, this again, it's tough for real, especially because it's like we did the things I feel like to put ourselves in a position to win, and we also did everything to like give them a chance to win.
Yep.
I wouldn't say we like threw the game away or anything like that, but it's just like, again, we subtly shot ourselves in the foot. And I think it all starts with that fumble. And it's just, I mean, I would say the Browns, it's one of the most disappointing teams to watch in the NFL. Like, I know teams lose in painful ways. I know the Jets lost in a painful way today.
Yep.
I know teams lose in like
that punt return. Tough.
Which, I mean, by the way, like, I was thinking about that Deshaun Jackson return against the Giants.
Yeah.
And I was like, punt the ball out of bounds. Like if I'm I don't know why you would ever punt the ball in bounds. Like why?
Yeah, there's no reason to ever unless you're like trying to pin them deep or get the bounce or whatever. But there's no reason to.
Or unless you have somebody that's not short-handed, like Demetric Felton back there. Like then,
right.
And maybe they thought because it was a rookie, but I was like, as soon as he caught that ball and he made that cut, I was like, oh no,
he's going all the way. Yeah.
I know teams lose like that, but the Browns are just like consistently like they just leave you like disappointed, like not like we don't consistently steal games like the Jets have. We don't do stuff like that. We just even when we do win games, they're just the only good win we've had this year is against the Bengals. Which is just 3-7 is like wow.
Detroit has a better record than us, which is crazy to me.
So do the Falcons.
Like all these teams, Seahawks. I don't understand. Like I don't get it. All this talent, we just can't win. And I understand Buffalo's a good team. I understand that, but our record is just atrocious.
Yeah,
it's terrible for real.
Second, we've lost against teams we should beat.
We haven't beaten it. I thought we beat this team this week. We haven't beaten the team in the NFC East or AFC East this year. We lost to the Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, and now Bills. You haven't got one win against any of those teams, and it's just like you gotta win. You have to win. I don't know. It's a terrible year this year for real. So.
Yeah, it's been disappointing to say the least. I hope we can somewhat salvage the season with a few good home wins at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Give the fans something to just be excited about, because it's again at this point it's just it's disappointing, honestly. I
think right now, like I'm actually what group on our team do you think has been the most consistent all year? Like what room?
Consistent this year. Let me think. Honestly, I would say it's either between this might be the receiver room and the quarterback room.
That's what I was gonna say. Those exact ones.
Yeah, because I was gonna say Brissett. Like I know some games have looked a little rougher than others, but Brissett is like I think Brissett just about every game has put us in an opportunity to win the football game.
Yep.
And the receiver room, Cooper, Peoples Jones, David Bell's doing what he has to do. I put even Njoku in that room. Like I think the receivers have really like they've been consistent. I'm not saying they've been like superstars. Obviously, Cooper's been a superstar, but
Cooper
like
nice, yeah.
but I would say that. I mean, because even the running back room, you look at days like today, you look at days like who we played last. Oh, Dolphins. Yeah, even days like last week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he's not a good back. He's a great back, obviously, one of the best in the NFL. I'll still stick to that. But consistency standpoint, nah.
And the thing about the running backs is the O line also affects it too. You know, like without the O line, you really can't run. And today the O line is the run blocking was just not good today.
Yeah.
And then Nick Chubb couldn't get going. You know, it showed, and it was just inconsistent. So.
Absolutely, yeah. It's. I mean, Jadeveon Clowney had one tackle today, bro.
Yeah, he's not really that good, bro. Like, honestly, I'm tired of the defense. I mean, even though they play good, like they're not consistent to me. I'm at this point, after this season's over, man. Like, just fire Joe Woods, get rid of Clowney, get rid of Bryant, get rid of some of these. Like, get rid of John Johnson. Honestly, bro. I mean, honestly, he can go. You can trade him for something. I don't even care. Like, this type of defense is just trash. You can trade Grand Dope. I don't care. Get some. Like, I'm so tired of this defense for real.
Yeah,
I'm so tired of them.
Our defense is like so conservative, and it's probably the way Joe Woods plays, but it's just like
no turnovers. Like, I don't understand.
We just have a bunch of tacklers. Like, and I'm not saying like we're a good tackling team. We just like that's all we have. We don't have PBUs.
No ball hawks. Nothing.
We don't have any of the picks. We don't have forced fumbles like that.
It's ridiculous, man. Like,
do you think we trade Denzel in the offseason?
No, probably not. I mean, we're probably not. No one's gonna want to pay him all that money that we offered, or that contract that he has. I'm sure one team would, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm low key considering it at this point. I'm not like I love Denzel right now, like my favorite Browns player, like and has been for since he got drafted. But like it's just like I can't I understand Denzel Ward may have all the confidence and all the swagger in the world. And maybe maybe the whole solution is firing Joe Woods. Maybe it's not even about trading any of these players. Maybe it's just about getting Joe Woods out of the Cleveland facility.
Bro. Get him, bro. He gotta go, bro. I'm so tired of seeing him on the sideline.
Maybe that's the big answer. Maybe it's just getting Joe Woods out of Cleveland, and then this defense will be able to live up to their potential. Then maybe you will see people like AJ Green getting the playing time he deserves, and Alex Wright getting the playing time he deserves, and Delpit moving into the box, and Emerson playing against bigger receivers like he should. Maybe and Ronnie Harrison line up against tight ends like he should. Maybe that's what we'll see. I really hope so. It's fire Joe Woods. That's all it is. Fire Joe Woods.
I'm so tired of Joe Woods, man. Like, I'm just so like, he got to go, man. You can't. They get like I'm telling you straight up. If I was the defensive coordinator, personally, I think I could do just as good as him. And I'm not even like a coach. Like, I'm just saying, right now at 18 years old, I could do just as good as him. He's supposed to be not like, I don't understand how. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't understand all this talent. And you just can't seem to get turnovers. Like, yeah. Josh Allen has been doing turnovers or 2 picks in the last 3 games. We should have had one today. We should have had at least had one, like something.
Yeah.
Man, man. I don't understand.
It don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense.
Disappointed for real. Like this is crazy.
This
is actually crazy.
I wonder what scheme we run most of the time. Like I actually wonder because it's like what coverage do we play most of the time? Like honestly, like I really don't even
that 4-3, but never works against the misdirection run game. And we always get that's why our run defense is so trash for real.
Yeah,
And then
like
we can't play cover 3 properly because I don't know. This is bad. I just don't like this. I don't like our defense at all. I just don't like how
yeah.
inconsistent they are. They're too inconsistent. I don't like it. I mean, today they had a good game, but
I think
inconsistent.
yeah, bro. If I'm the coordinator and this, like, bro, man up, bro.
You can legit, man. You can do that. You have good enough like corners to man up.
And bro, let Emerson get a few penalties, bro. Like Emerson, like this is a league like where you can do stuff like that. Like depends on the game, but like you have corners like Marlon Humphrey, like those type of corners playing, and they get away with that type of stuff consistently. Ramsey, of course, like those type of
gosh, yeah.
like you can get away with that type of stuff. Like they need to let Emerson like play more man. They need to let Ward definitely play man. Like bro, let Denzel Ward play man, and then see how many catches his matchup gets, bro. Stop putting him in like that little off man or whatever where he's like shuffling away.
I hate when they pass him off and then someone misses the pass and he gets like let Ward lock up. Let him just stay on one side and lock up.
Exactly.
Like 2019, Greg Williams had Ward was strapped up always.
Exactly.
He played great that year. Even Greedy Williams played good that year. Not great, but he played decent. And Greedy's trash. He's not good. And then you can really have Greg Newsome. Like you have guys, you have like legit like NFL corners who will play, but we're not using them right. And then you got AJ Green in the rotation. I don't understand why we're not playing man more.
Yeah,
like I don't get it. You can literally put Ward outside, or you can put Ward in the slot. If it depends on where the slot receiver is shifty or not. You can have Newsome on somebody. You can have Emerson on the big receiver. You can put Harris on the tight end. You can have JOK in that quarterback spot, running back. Like you can just have him around. Like I don't understand. Like man coverage will really work for real.
Yeah.
And then did you line go get the quarterback? I don't get it. It's just ridiculous. Like it's just crazy for real.
It is ridiculous.
Man coverage can work.
And then Joe Woods a few weeks ago, because I looked it up. Joe Woods literally. He says, I thought there would be, because here's the thing. What I'm seeing from this statement right here is a lack of accountability. This is why he needs to be out of Cleveland. He said, I thought there would be more things we could do at this point. Not that more means better, but we do have some young guys in there playing for us at all 3 levels of defense, and they're learning too. I thought we'd be further along, obviously. There's a lot of things we're trying to clean up, and we just have to clean them up in a hurry. Like, did you ever think that, like, your scheme is the problem?
Like, did you ever think that the reason we're not moving on first is because you're not coaching good enough? Like you have to. Like, I don't understand what. Like, look, bro. I'm done with this dude, bro. He gotta go.
Exactly.
He gotta go straight up. It's that simple. You gotta
it's
go.
not want the young guys. You put the young guys in there, they make plays.
Like Emerson is making plays. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
Exactly.
He's a rookie. You can't expect a rookie to be a Pro Bowler or be like. You can't expect him to be like Denzel Ward. I mean, you can't expect him to be like that. He has to. They're gonna grow, obviously, but you have to coach him up. I don't understand.
Exactly.
I don't know.
We gotta go to man coverage. We gotta be like the hard nose. Like the Browns are like the Browns organization. Even though we've like played not like it, we're a hard nosed organization. So we need to play like it. We're AFC North. We're getting your face.
That's our Black Air Force energy.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing?
That's what the Browns are like. So it's like, and we play in that division, like, why aren't we doing that? We're playing like so conservative and like, like off man. Like, bro, like all we're doing is like letting ourselves like bend, don't break, and then rely on our pass rush to get there. But our like you said, we need to move Garrett around. I mean, Garrett, his rookie year was getting moved around. What happened?
Again, when we had Greg Williams, I don't think we had him that year, but when we had Greg Williams, I think Garrett had like 5 sacks in the first 2 games or something. He was going crazy. And then, of course, that incident with Mason Rudolph, but he was that was his best year, the best of like, bro. Exactly. Now he's just, is Myles Garrett, he's good.
Yeah, exactly.
But in 2019, that dude was on pace to break the. I just don't understand why Myles Garrett is having such a hard time getting to the quarterback. Like I understand the chipping and the double teaming, but like he's still Myles Garrett. He should be in his prime right now.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like I don't get it. I really don't get it.
So it sounds like the biggest problems right now are second half play calling, and Joe Woods.
Literally, Joe Woods got to go. Like he got to go for it.
Because in the second half we can't play call for like anything most of the time because we're down.
Mm-hmm.
And I could say when we're down, but it's like we've been down so many games. It's like second half play calling. That's really what's been, or even just like play calling beyond the first quarter. Like second and third quarter play calling. That's like where we like. I mean, fourth quarter we seem to tune it up like somewhat. Offense seems to have a little bit more fight in them. Defense, like most time, blows a tire by the fourth quarter, anyways.
They just get up, kind of.
Exactly. And can you imagine, bro, if we hadn't allowed that Singletary touchdown, bro?
Bro, like
that little cakewalk touchdown. That's a touchdown. The game's like a 1-point game at that point.
And the sad thing is, like, we knew they were running the ball. So at the end of the game, we knew they were running the ball, and they would still run the ball and get 6 yards of carry. Like, I don't understand. Grown men, they know they're running the ball. Just go tackle it. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Man, Joe West got to go. I mean, you can't ask much from young guys, but I mean, our rookies this year are playing decently well. Like Alex Wright is playing well, Emerson is playing well. I mean, you can't ask much more from a rookie, from a rook. You can't ask for much more. Joe Woods is just it's not a good coach.
Yep, you're right. And
bro,
the teams were down there with, bro. Like,
don't even
bro. This is the crusty thing, bro. The quarterback we traded, Baker Mayfield. Panthers are 3-8. We're 3-7. We're down there. Obviously, the Rams. The Rams have been all over.
Yeah.
We're down with the Jaguars. We're down with the Raiders. Raiders, a bit of a
crazy.
I didn't expect the Raiders to be down there, of course.
Yeah, I think Broncos are too. I think.
Yeah, Broncos are down there. Obviously, we're like a few wins away from the Texans. One more loss and where the Bears are. Yeah, that's really where I'm like.
Again, this is the most disappointing season I've ever seen in football in my life. I started watching football when I was in 2014. I was 10 years old. That's when I first started watching football. I mean, in 2014, you kind of expected the Browns to, lose some games. Like, just what you expect. Like, now it's just like, you're supposed to win. You're supposed to win game. Like, you were 3-7.
Yeah.
How are we 3-7?
Dude, I've been watching the Browns since 2009. 2009.
And you were a vet. You seen this from over a decade ago.
Literally, I feel you. Like this is the most because even the 0-16 season, we had Kaiser, we had Terrell Pryor, being on the I was like, I was like, okay, like obviously you don't expect to go, win the
0-16, but it's just like whatever.
Yeah, but it's like this season,
it's like crazy. This is crazy, bro.
Like, come on,
this is something different, bro.
We barely beating Kenny Pickett. Like, come on now.
This honestly, the way this season is going, I feel like we're gonna lose more than win these next couple games. We're probably gonna lose to Pittsburgh somehow, lose to the Bengals somehow, lose to the Saints. I just don't see us winning games for real. I just don't see it happening.
And do you think this? I don't. And this is not like calling anybody out on the team, but I don't know if this team has the same fight that other Browns teams did. When I watch old Browns games, it's like the end of the season, although the Browns put themselves in a position to where they were not in the playoff contention, like they fought. Like those end home games, like it was like freezing. And they're fighting for a win, even though they're fighting just because for the pride of I'm a Cleveland Brown.
Yeah,
I'm playing football, I'm doing what I love. That's what I love watching about Browns football. It's like despite where you're at, despite the conditions, I'm gonna try hard. Right. And I'm not the team isn't trying, but this team I feel like we have too many not that we have too many flashy guys as in superstardom.
I think there's too many egos, not team chemistry.
That's a good way to egos. That's a good way to put it.
Bro,
I agree. I think we have too many egos. I agree. I think that's a great way to put it, honestly. I think that's a great way to put it.
I just don't understand. I don't get it. Why is our team it's just and it's really all defense. It's really defense for real. Our defense is really trash. Like the offense is, offense is gonna have some rough games here and there, but our defense has been not good all season. And I mean, honestly, you could fire any coach on that defense side of the ball. Just fire them. I don't even care. Get them out of there. Just go on by. Have a nice day. And get some people. I'm so tired of Joe Woods, man. I'm so tired of seeing him on the sideline. Like this dude has got to go. I'm so tired of seeing him, bro. Like the scheme, I just don't understand why we're still seeing Grant Delpit guarding tight ends. Why are we still seeing this? I don't understand.
Yeah,
He cannot guard Dawson Knox, bro. He's not doing that. Why?
yeah,
Why
you're right.
you're
You're right.
This is crazy. I
You're
don't get
right.
it. I really don't get it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's in the NFL. I mean, let's be real. The NFL is kind of flipped on its head when it comes like the good teams being kind of bad and the bad teams that are so good being kind of good. And the Browns, man, they're right where they're supposed to be. Like they're playing like they're the team that like hasn't like made that jump from like, oh, we're good now. It's like, nope, we're still bottom.
We're still the Browns. We're still the Browns.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, all these teams like the Giants, the Seahawks, like, oh man, like the Jets, like,
yeah,
it's like those teams, the Commanders, bro. I don't know how they have 6 wins, bro. I don't know how.
They have 6 wins. They won today.
Yep.
Right. This is what I'm saying. Like Browns are disappointing. I don't understand.
It makes.
I remember. Like again, we talked about it. 2017, Body Calhoun getting picks and Burnett and Demarius Randall and all these players. We have better players now. I think we have better players now, and we're just not getting. In 2018, we had over 30-something turnovers, forced turnovers on defense. I think this year we have like 7, maybe. I don't even know we have that many. I don't even know. But it's just like, why are we're not getting I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Honestly, bro, you could trade for. Honestly, bro, let me tell you this trade I was thinking about. Let me be completely honest with you.
Tell me what's up.
Even though it won't happen, though, because I know Seattle's stingy about this. I was saying you could trade John Johnson and like a 4th round pick for Quandre Diggs, just to get a ball hawk back there, just something like just to. Because look, I think honestly Quandre Diggs is a good tackler too. He can come up and tackle. John Johnson's a decent trade. Give him a safety back or whatever. Yeah. But I want someone who can get the ball. I want a ball hawk. I'm so tired of seeing John Johnson. I mean, he's a good player, but he's not getting the ball. He's not a ball hawk for real.
Yeah.
I want a ball hawk back there because no one else is getting picks. Like no one's getting picks. I don't understand what the problem is, man.
You ain't lying, bro. Yeah, I think the number one thing, get rid of Joe Woods, and it's like we got superstars or like stars. It's like we have to go after like their strengths. Like it was like the old teams and stuff like that. Like we just have players playing, and I'm not saying they weren't good, but it's like they like it's like when we have players like Denzel Ward who can like just man up. It's like man him up, like he's supposed to. But it's like when you have those other players who I guess weren't like, oh, they're really good at this. It's like you can kind of play whatever, and they made plays. But it's like when you have players that are specifically good at something, you have to like put them in that situation. Like you have to. And it's but again with your schemes, like you had the Green Body Calhouns, you had the I wish one player I wish we kept, bro, Tashaun Gibson, bro. Tashaun
Gibson? Yeah.
That man had 6 picks in one season, and I think he had a few after. I don't know why we ever let that man go. That man, I think, is still starting for a team actually right now. I think he is actually. Or he's on a roster, but I think of those like Tashaun Gibson, Dante Whitner, like that secondary was cold, bro. And
it's just too many big names on our team, too many egos, man. Like,
yeah,
that's just I know. Greg Newsome's a dog. He'll play. Greg Newsome plays.
Yeah,
but Denzel Ward, he kind of just pretty boy. I don't know, bad scheme as well. Like today, for example, like you said, put him on man and man. Like you can man them up all game. We're inside. We're on turf. It'd be different if we're like outside in the snow and there's no footing. You can't catch your footing. But if you're in the turf, you can press them up. I don't understand. I don't understand play calling, bro. I don't get it. But you can press them up on Stephon. You can press them up on Gabe Davis or anybody. I don't know. It's just bad scheme for real.
Yeah. Like, and then like we were both talking about like, second half or second and third quarter play calling. We don't know like it, and Stefanski I think is a great like obviously football like analytic like when it comes like it's like he knows like how to start off a game. He knows like the perfect place like we almost always start off high.
Start off great. Yep, that's how it be for real.
Which the because the Browns literally had like a streak for like 2-3 years where they didn't score a touchdown on their opening drive.
Yep.
Like the Browns literally did not know like how to start off football games. So it's like this is the first welcome. It's just like what about after that? Like is it just like we know like okay, we're running these 7 plays for the first drive, we're gonna execute them perfectly, or is it like it's 2nd down and 5, we got this perfect play ready, or is it like we just randomly flip to something we're like, oh yeah, this might work, like this rollout might work with this concept 20 yards down the field. It's like no, like run a toss or something, bro.
Yeah, do something. And the thing is, and I seen this post after the game. I seen this post, and it was like something, and it was like Stefanski, if the game ended in the first quarter, we will win like almost every game, be playing, because they're always leading in the first quarter. But at the end, after that, which is it's one of the worst teams. I feel like trash team for real.
Absolutely.
The play calling is right. I mean, I gotta shout out, DPJ. I feel he's had one of his best years in my opinion.
Yeah.
That guy is making every game he's doing something. He's making at least 60 yards, at least 5 catches every game. So shout out him. But this team is just disappointing. It's ridiculous for real. It's embarrassing to watch for real. I don't know. It's just rough.
Yeah,
it's rough.
It is honestly, and I think we do have to. I love Denzel Ward, but honestly, I think we got to get rid of him. Like, I'll be real. Like, and I think there will be somebody that's willing to pay for his price tag. I'm not saying Denzel Ward can't be good somewhere else unless we fire Joe Woods and we revamp the defense. Like, I need the old Denzel Ward that was coming up and like sticking people. Like, I need
hitting them, yeah. Like, for real.
I need like, and I think firing Joe Woods that, but if we keep Joe Woods, like, oh my goodness.
No, you gotta fire him. There's no way to keep him. If you keep this guy, I probably won't be a Browns fan anymore, bro.
If we
gotta get rid of this dude, bro. He's not good. He should have been going last year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Hey man. Honestly, you can do this right here. Trade Denzel Ward for Quandre Diggs and a 2nd round pick. Give me Quandre Diggs, bro. I'm so serious, bro. I need a ball hawk, man. We need a ball hawk or someone who can get the ball.
For real. And yeah, that's why I admire like the old secondary so much, because like they knew how to get the ball. Like Joe Hayden knew the ball. What was
Joe Hayden would get that ball? He was really getting that.
Oh, Sheldon Brown. I don't know if you remember Sheldon Brown. He used to play for them. He used to get the ball. Like we had people that like were getting like, we had like Joe Hayden getting like, on a good year, like 3 or 4 picks a year. Had Sheldon Brown getting like 2. Our safeties were getting like 4 or 5 a year.
Yep.
And then it's like, like we had a linebacker like Schobert who was getting like even 1 or 2.
Joe Schobert would get picks like multiple in a game.
Exactly.
You had like Christian Kirksey getting picks and from
exactly.
Like what?
I don't know.
I don't get it, bro.
And it's a throwing league. That's the thing. This league is like we throw the ball more than like we ever have in the NFL. So it's like, why aren't these like corners like making more plays? I couldn't tell you honestly. Again,
honestly, bro, we should have kept Joe Schobert, man. I love Joe Schobert. I love Joe Schobert. I was I'm like, hey, bro,
he's like our Luke Kuechly, bro.
For who? For Ronnie Harrison? Like, he's cool, but Joe Schobert was that guy in Cleveland. Now I don't know where he's at now, but in Cleveland he was that guy. I love watching Joe Schobert play. Yeah. Now it's just disappointing, man. Disappointing year.
Yeah, you were right about that.
I wanna ask you some questions. I'm gonna name backup quarterbacks in the league, and I want to see if you would take them over Brissett right now, because Brissett's been playing good, but being a quarterback also is to get those wins when your team is also losing. So I'm gonna see. Our first quarterback, Carson Wentz, because now he's a backup now. So Carson Wentz.
I'm not taking him for Brissett. Carson Wentz like sputters too much, like in game. And he can't get the ball to like his star. Like, he could not get the ball to Terry McLaurin for the life of him.
I mean, you have to throw the ball to him. He's that guy. Terry is that guy.
Yeah, I would not take Carson Wentz.
All right. What's his name from the Bills? God, I had him on earlier. What's his name? The former Brown from last year, our backup last year. What's his name? Case Keenum. There we go. Case Keenum.
Oh, Case Keenum. I I guess I'll still take Brissett just because but they kind of they
They're
kind
kind
of
of similar, Loki.
yeah, kind of similar. But I guess I take Brissett just because I feel like Brissett can just, especially in the mobile aspect, he can just do a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tyler Huntley from Baltimore.
I would take Huntley.
I would take him too. I
would take Huntley. Yeah, I would take him. I mean, he was juking us out of our shoes last year.
Oh my god, that week 14 or week 15 or whatever it was, he was going crazy, bro.
Yeah, we almost blew that game. That game.
Yeah, for real.
I would take Tyler Huntley.
All right, our last one, Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. I would take him.
Over Brissett?
I like his swagger and I like
his dog mentality.
Like he can make plays. I understand he's, but he's got that dog in him. And I think, I'm not saying that the Browns Brissett's he needs to be a dog, but it's I would take that. If I had and I had the choice, I would take that over Brissett. Although Brissett's played well, Drew Lock is that guy that, when it's his game, he can pop off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would take Drew Lock. I would take him.
No, that's not bad.
Would you take him?
I don't think I would take him just because. No, I'll probably have Brissett. I think I'll stick with Brissett, honestly. I mean, Brissett's more consistent. To me, he's more consistent because Drew Lock can play good one game and then play trash the next game. Yeah. So I would say I want consistent more than just being a dog one week and then being a little kid the next. So
I feel you, bro. I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. Ah, man.
This season, man, it's just so disappointing for real.
Yeah. Even I was, I was getting on this episode and I was thinking is there even much for me to say? Because it's it's just it's the same old things. It's the same old thing. Fire Joe Woods. What are we doing?
Fix the scheme.
Exactly.
It's the play calling in the second and third quarter, and it's just it's the same thing every week.
What are we doing? What are we doing, honestly? And just again shooting ourselves in the foot in the most subtle ways. And when you add them up, obviously you get just mistakes that you need to make those plays. Yeah. We need to get that touchdown. Farrell Brown,
gotta catch that, bro.
Wait, is that the field goal that got blocked?
I think it was. No, actually, no. It was the next one. It was the next one.
Okay.
But still, though, you gotta.
You shouldn't be taking a field goal there.
You gotta catch it. You gotta catch that ball. It was right. He put it right there. I don't get it. I
need to take off that visor
because take that visor. Take that visor off, man. You can see it. I don't know. It was right there. It was right. Hey, man, you gotta catch that. You gotta snag it. Snag it. Disappointing.
How do you think we end off the year? I know you said we lose some game, we lose more than we win, but
we'll probably win 2 more games. That's about it, honestly.
You think even with Watson? Wow.
Because the defense is so inconsistent.
Yeah.
For some reason, Pittsburgh is always a tough game for us. We beat them earlier in the year, but we'll probably lose to them because Browns and Pittsburgh. And for some reason, the Browns just suck. So Pittsburgh will probably beat us. Yeah. Bengals, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens there. I think Bengals might win. If they get chased back, that offense, once it gets going, it gets going. That offense is tough to stop once it gets going. Tampa Bay, I mean, Tom Brady's probably finna destroy. I mean, honestly, Tom Brady's probably finna pick our defense apart. If you don't get pressure to the quarterback, if you just let him sit back there all day, our DBs. I mean, think about it. You're gonna have to guard Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Julio Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's raps for real.
We got tackle Leonard Fournette.
Bro, honestly, I'm trying to figure out who you even put on Mike Evans. You don't put Ward because Ward's too little. He will baby him or bully him the entire game. Emerson is big, but also is a rook, so he'll just mess him up. And Greg Newsome has that dog in him,
bro. Put greedy on him, bro. Yeah, put greedy on him, bro.
This is a mismatched game. Mike Evans is big. Julio Jones is a big receiver. They're all big receivers. Like, I don't. And Denzel Ward is little. He's small. He
Yeah.
is like one. I don't know, 190 and or something. But he looks smaller than that to me.
Yeah.
To me, he looks smaller than that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
gonna be a rough one.
Rough game. And then our center today had a rough game, and he's gonna go against Vita Vea next week. It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Oh yeah,
Vita Vea finna go stupid.
I think we need to get some more outside runs going. I think
We need to do something.
Counters or something like that.
Honestly, bro. I'm gonna shout out David Bell. I think he's a good blocking receiver. Honestly, he blocks pretty well for a receiver.
I wasn't even watching him block today. He was blocking pretty well.
He blocks pretty well, man. He's pretty nice. He gets in there. He gets in there. He gets in the pads.
He seems like a really well put together receiver. I mean, obviously he's the fastest, but catches the ball.
He catches the ball, no drops. Yeah, he's having a good year.
Exactly. I think David Bell has the potential to be that good AFC North consistent receiver if we know how to use him correctly. Like that's why I want to develop David Bell. Like I feel like he has the potential to become that really good like slot threat. You know, like a lot of like I think of like those players like Hines Ward and stuff like that. Obviously Hines Ward was like a superstar, but like those types of players, like they weren't like crazy fast or like crazy this. It was just like, you know, they got the chance, they worked really hard, and it's like, you know, they're stars honestly now. Like, and I think he has the potential to become something like that. Obviously not to the same degree, but I mean that's some NFL players, like, you know, Adam Thielen, for example, like those type of players, like who like are not like crazy on paper, but you give them the ball and you give them what they're good at, like they'll make plays all day. They'll kill you. They'll kill your team.
Yeah. Yeah, like when I see David Bell, I think of like Larry Fitzgerald, but minus the deep threat part, just someone who can catch the ball, who go get it. Yeah. And you know, not the fastest guy, but just really consistent in catching the ball. You know, gets over, catches the ball. Like, you know, David Bell is not going to run away from your fastest guy, but he'll catch the ball, get yards, you know, get back up in the next play. He's none of that flashy kind of guy. Just someone who's, you know, someone I like just someone who gets it done and move on. That's what I like. I mean, it's just, I think he can be that guy who'll get like 700 yards in the season, a couple touchdowns. You know, that's what I think of when I see David Bell.
Yeah, and I hope we can develop that because I think we need to get in the like you were saying. I think you even said get rid of Harrison Bryant because I think Njoku needs to be our only like tight end threat. Like I understand like what we're trying to do, but I don't like that we have so many vertical threats from the tight end position. We have like too many people. We have Michael Woods. We have David Bell. We have Schwartz. Like get Schwartz.
Yeah, so many like
I understand Anthony Schwartz has dropped the football, and I'm not like encouraging you to give him like a bunch of targets a game, but please let this man like touch the football. Like there's no point in putting gloves on if you're not even going to touch the football. Like you guys will just have this man go out barehanded. Don't plan for the football. I mean, real. You might as well have him go out barehanded. Don't plan for him to get the football.
Hey.
They don't like
we have too many players on our team, on our offense, like too many like receiving threats. Like our team is always tight end set, 11 personnel. Or I hate that. And why again? I'm saying it again. Why are we seeing Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt on the outside during spread? Why not put Schwartz out there or Michael? Like someone I don't understand. Why are we putting Chubb out there? You could put Woods, you could put Schwartz, you could. I'd rather have a tight end out there than have Nick Chubb. No offense to Chubb. No offense to him. He's that guy. But just put someone. Why? Exactly. Why are we having Chubb out there? Exactly. I don't get it.
I don't
understand that.
Makes no sense. We gotta do better. We gotta
better play calling, man.
Yeah, I think we need to remove some of the egos, remove some of the names in our rooms. And then I'm not saying like Harrison Bryant, those type of guys are like, you know, egos or whatever. Right. But we have too much depth at one position to where another position is lacking because of it. And I think that's what we need to do. Got any last things or questions?
No, not anything else, man. I'm just gonna say this. You know, last thing I'm just gonna say. You know, I think next game I want to see one deep shot to Schwartz, just one, like one go route, one post, just something.
Yeah.
Throw it up to him. I want to see something, man. I just want to see him catch a ball.
Yeah.
Because this guy has not had a catch all year, I don't think. Or maybe he had one. I don't know. Maybe he has one catch. I don't know. But this is disappointing, man. Disappointing season. O-line got to get healthy. We need Teller to be healthy. You got to fix Pretty Boy's footwork on the left tackle side. Defense, fire Joe Woods, get him out of there. But we'll see what happens next week. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, me too. And the thing I would say is, like if we're gonna, do something, just go all in on it. If we're gonna run the ball, like at this point in the season, it's like I don't really care about the playoffs. I don't think I understand as a competitor you want to, but it's like
we're not
run the ball 30 times next week. Run it 25. Like honestly, like get something going. Like at a certain point, it's like they're gonna get tired. If you want to throw the ball, commit to throwing the ball. But stop trying to get too fancy. Like, oh, we're gonna have 3 tight ends and we're gonna give it to Pharaoh Brown here. We're gonna run a tight end screen. Stop. If you're gonna run the ball, go under center and run the football, and don't let Jacoby Brissett run it on 3rd and 1.
Like the one drive you did, the one drive we had today, we had Kareem Hunt hitting the ball a lot.
Exactly.
He had a run play, outside zone, inside zone, and a screen pass. Then, of course, the fumble happened, but it was a good play because we had Kareem Hunt as the main point of that drive, and that was good.
Exactly.
But then the one fumble messed it all up.
Exactly.
And then we just dropped it.
Exactly. We need to center around our honestly, Nick Chubb's a superstar at this point. We need to center it around our superstar. And then, obviously, we give Cooper a shots when we throw the ball, and Peoples-Jones is opened up by the run game. Plus, he can make plays on his own. And then, hopefully, we can get that long ball to Schwartz. And hopefully, we can
throw it up, man.
I wonder if that man even has any touchdown celebrations in his head, because it must be tough being Anthony Schwartz. He knows.
Imagine having a catch celebration.
He's got to know, bro. He's got to know, bro. He's at a catch celebration. He's got to.
This dude. Hey, but this dude, he having a rough year, man. I feel bad for him.
It's tough being Anthony Schwartz.
I feel bad for him, for real.
Before we go, predictions for the Browns-Bucks game.
All right, Browns, Bucks. We're in Cleveland. It's probably gonna be cold. Probably some snow out there. So I'm gonna say, 27 Browns. 17. Actually, we'll do 24 Bucks.
You think we steal one?
27 Browns, 24 Bucks. I think Nick Chubb's gonna have a game.
Who'd you say?
Nick Chubb's gonna go crazy probably in the snow. If it snows.
I think 28-17 Bucks. I try to be optimistic, but I just feel like Brady is just we are
he is Tom Brady.
I'm not saying Tom Brady. Start off hot. I think especially in Cleveland in the snow, we will play Cleveland Brown football. We will start off hot, but Brady is going to get us tired. Is going to be Tom Brady, and we are not going to be able to adjust that. Chris Godwin. That line is nice. I think Chris Godwin and Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Scotty Miller is gonna kill us next week. Actually,
he's gonna expose our our blown coverages for sure.
Yeah, I'm greedy on Scotty and the slot. If we put AJ Green on that, I think we're okay. But Scotty Miller is a technician. I don't know if we really have much of a chance to stop that.
Scotty Miller is our Anthony Schwartz, or not what he could have been.
Exactly. And I think we're going to leave the middle of the field way too open and just let Scotty Miller get first downs on 3rd down conversions. I think we're going to give up a lot of 3rd down conversions, and we're not going to be able to stop the Buccaneers on those, and that's why we're going to lose. But I mean, go Browns, of course. Yeah, go
Browns. I mean, we were kind of right about the Bills last week in our predictions.
Yeah.
I think I said 30 something.
I was not right. I was not even close. I said 42-7. Remember?
Oh, no, I said 41. I said 41 actually. I don't know something.
I think I said 42-7 because I was expecting a clear game in Buffalo. I guess I was still expecting a clear game in Detroit, obviously, because under a dome. So the Browns obviously exceeded my expectations. That's why I say 28-17. But I do think the Buccaneers, after a while, especially with Leonard Fournette, he catches the ball well. He runs super hard. Yep. We're not going to be able to tackle him. I'm not saying Singletary's not a good back. He obviously is, but we can't tackle Devin Singletary and get our
You can't tackle someone who's 5'7", who's 200 pounds, and versus someone who's 6'1", 230, bro. We're not forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah, we're not tackling it.
Just forget about it, bro.
Well, we appreciate y'all for watching the Don't Get DQ podcast, man. If y'all, subscribe, hit that notification bell so y'all never miss another video. I'm David. It's Q over here. We in this.
Sir W. All that.
Go Browns. Go Browns.
Go Browns, man.